finish with the last one, the third principle, that cities comprise water-sensitive communities. And this is, if you like, the social part of it. There are three elements to a water-sensitive community. The first is about the people. People need to understand their exposure to the vulnerability of climate change and water, but also their understanding of where water comes from and where water goes. It starts to influence their behavior. Secondly, professionals in the city need to have the skills and tools. And in fact, that's why we have the type of urban transformation hub that Professor Diego talked about training in engineering, in planning, in policy, all of that comes together. And thirdly, government, the role of government, which is you. What do you need to do to create the enabling environment for innovation, your policy setting? So many, you said. An example of all of this latest is, of course, Fisherman's Bend. I come back to Melbourne and Fisherman's Bend. There is the Fisherman's Bend Redevelopment Authority, which is, if you like, a special planning unit. And we develop all of these concepts, and then the planning unit now says, what planning and design standards do we apply to ensure that private sector participation in city development are guided by those principles? Yeah. So that is still a very important element to it. And this is our latest work in Melbourne that led to the water-sensitive strategy for Fisherman's Bend. And my hope is that perhaps by seeing this, that you understand that it's not just an engineering solution, it's not just an infrastructure investment, it's not even just urban planning. There has to be this whole combination of all of them. And government has a very important role, not to prescribe, but to create the enabling environment for innovation, and then let the private sector actually deliver on that. So on that note, I really like to finish and invite Professor